All right. Are we set to go? Good to go?
Yes.
Lovely. All right. So, good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. Back to our weekly analysis, the week that was and the week that is expected or that will be. Right? As always explained to you, we will start off with the broader horizon and then narrow it down to as small a time duration as we can. So, starting off with NASDAQ, the indexes. This is the monthly chart that I'm showing you. The monthly chart of NASDAQ. Something very clearly understandable to you is that the price on a monthly trend is on a downtrend. This black line here is a 200-day moving average. The red is the 100-day moving average. The mustard is the 20 moving average, and the blue line is the 8-day moving average. The price is below the 100-day moving average, touching the lower Bollinger Band. Your MACD signals are all down. CCI curving down. Stochastic below 20, not showing any signs of reversal. Clear? What am I expecting in future? As already explained to you earlier, you are already at a gross support level. This is the support level that you are already at. 10,720 or 10,700 was a monthly support for this NASDAQ, which was touched or briefly touched on Friday with a level of 10,732. And then it gave a slight bounce back, or a support was taken and given a closing of 10,867. Now, your super trend is bearish. Moving average is all curving down. Lower mid Bollinger Band is curving down. Lower curving down. Upper curving up. Indicators all negative. In case if the monthly support is not held, if this is broken, that means if this level is broken and 10,530 or 10,730, if this is broken, which is the low on this month in June, 565 was a low and 530 was a low here, 520 was a low here. So this is a 2-year low, which is at 10,500. If this is broken, get ready for floodgates to open up at least till 9,000 and lower down 8,000 and further lower to 7,400. But personally feeling, it's at a very strong monthly support. It's a monthly support of 10,700, 10,700 and 10,530. Let's look at the same thing on a weekly chart. On the weekly chart, the super trend has just broken now, and it is at the 200-day moving average. It has just broken now. The super trend has just turned bearish and broken down. All signals are going down. All indicators, be it momentum, be it trend, be it volatility, all are going down. The squeeze happened and a slight squeeze and again is going down. Right? Now club this with the international scenario and news coming in. It is looking weak. On a weekly chart, This is 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks of 6 weeks of straight negative fall. Lower highs, lower lows, except for this 1 week in between. Lower highs and lower lows continuation happening. So the weekly charts also are negative, if you ask me. One important thing to note is the 200 is near the super trend, which is just turned around, and near the lower Bollinger Band. The 100 moving average is near the upper Bollinger Band. So if this trend continues, your 200 will also start going up towards the upper Bollinger Band. A very bearish scenario in the market, exactly what the Fed also has spoken about, giving you a very hawkish view. Let's convert this to a day chart and see any changes in the day trend. Right from here, you see it falling. A gap down opening. This candle is slightly encouraging because it bounced to a low and closed higher. But there is still a gap, 2 gaps on a daily chart. One gap here, second gap here, trend clearly down, all indicators down. In this chart specifically, your 200 is above the upper Bollinger Band. Your 100 is below the upper Bollinger Band. It can always go outside and go above the upper Bollinger Band. If this happens, expect more downside to happen. All your moving averages are slanting downwards. Your moving averages are all in the reverse order and not showing any chances of recovery. So though I'm expecting for Monday morning a small dead cat bounce because of this huge fall, a small dead cat bounce can be seen or can be expected. There are 2 options that can happen tomorrow on Monday morning. Number 1, it gives you a small dead cat bounce and reverses from the high. Currently at 867, it could go up to 10,960 or up to 11,000 and then again start the fall back. Or it could take a dip, test the low, which it did on Friday, give you a small bounce up to 11,000 and again start falling. Don't expect a huge rally and reversal as of yet. No indications are on screen which tell you there is a reversal happening. No indications. At least not in the monthly, not in the weekly, not in the daily chart. Let's now see 4-hourly charts and hourly charts. In the 4-hourly chart, you see this? In the 4-hourly chart, there is this happening over here. So 2 days, first half, rock solid fall, second half, slight recovery done. But at the lower Bollinger Band and super trend still facing down, not even thinking of flattening. In this chart, your 200, 100, 20, 8 in this order. But look at the closeness of 120, very close to each other. Here, because of the last candle, the CCI is trying to move up, but your stochastic is, both the stochastic are below 20, so still very badly positioned. MACD, no chance of reversal yet in sight, though the histograms are reducing, but still negatives below the 0 line. convert this to an hourly chart. I will not go below an hour. This tells you the history of what happened on Friday. It fell down right from here. Fell down, and then last 4 hours of consolidation and slight reversal seen here. It is the hourly chart which gave me an idea that possibly this can go up to 11,000 or 10,950. Try and close this gap of 11,050 and then fall back. There is a gap here which they will try and close this gap and then fall back. Look at this VWAP. You are at the VWAP levels. 10,829 at the VWAP levels. And it is moving up. Here, your indicators are moving up. Your CCI has curved up. MACD may also curve up because the histogram is turned into positive. So this is the only glimmer of hope which tells me why it should go up till the support trend at 11,000 and then fall back. Because if it crosses 11,025 tomorrow and holds for about 15 minutes, then the trend, support trend will change and become bullish, and then you can look for a higher target. But experience tells me, or probability tells me, it will touch over here just to fill the gap and then fall back down. Clear? Any questions?
Sir, if we look at the daily chart, on daily
Yes.
chart, Williams and RSI both is curved up. So could we expect like 1 or 2 days of the bullish trend for a while and then fall down? Because early chart, it just make the crossed and histogram are increasing in green.
Yeah, but that's only on the hourly chart, Munir. I am not expecting it to fall further down. I mean, I'm expecting the gap to get filled so that dead cat bounce will be there because it gave you a huge fallback on Friday and Thursday. The last week, the 4 days were almost all in red candles. So the bounce back will be a dead cat bounce and then again continue the trend. The reason I'm saying this is also the super trend, not at all thinking about flattening. The first sign of reversal will be when super trend starts thinking of flattening. I'm not seeing that. The 200-day moving average, 100-day moving average, 20 moving average, 8-day moving average, all in the reverse order going down. So I am not expecting a reversal up immediately, though we are on a weekly support, but the trend is still bearish. And if you looked at the weekly chart, it turned super trend turned bearish just this week. So it can't turn bullish immediately so fast. This is a weekly chart. You are actually below your 200-day moving average. You are actually below your 200-day moving average. Your 200-day moving average is at 11,065. And if you remember what I just said, it may touch 11,050 and turn back. Currently at 10,870 or 865, it may go to 11,025, 11,050 Monday during the day and then turn back and start falling. However, if that turnaround has to happen, that gap has to be filled up and stay above there for quite some time, which is there seen in the 1 hour chart. This gap has to get filled up When this gap gets filled in over here, your hourly super trend will change up and go up. And this was the support it was holding, which is now going to act like a resistance. So my personal view is still bearish. A small upward tick to basically trap the retail traders and small traders, give them a glimmer of hope, and again bring it down.
Yeah, and if we look at the last volume candle, it's also giving some hope, like it's little bit higher than the previous 2-3 candles.
Yes, I agree. It's high by almost about $11 million in 11 million quantity. 497 and 511. 11 or 13 million quantity. So that is giving you an indication. That is why I said, if this goes up, it should stay above this 1150 for at least 15 minutes. Then it will give you some breather of hope. Because the breather of hope is only one, which is a weekly 200-day moving average. A weekly support and 200-day moving average. If this gives you a breather of hope and goes up, then you have a chance. But the overall trend, the commentary by the Fed is still very, very weak. Still very, very bearish. The Fed has clearly said they don't plan to change or taper the interest rates down at all for the next 1.5 years at least, because he wants to control his inflation. So if he is not going to taper it down, that means money to grow will not be easily available. It's a hawkish stance they have taken. Internationally, the media is rife with a lot of rumors and talks about a lot of negative news coming in. Today, the whole day, while you guys were sleeping in North America, Asia was a battleground of all rumors happening in China. President Li being under house arrest, he having a coup. The whole day it was happening. Asia was rife with rumors. President Putin planning something from Monday morning onwards. So things are expected. It is a negative tone in the market. The only glimmer of hope, if I tell you, was that it is at a weekly support level, a very strong weekly support level. Support was taken and reversed from there. He reversed almost 130 points up, down, Nasdaq. The support was 10,700. It touched 10,732 and closed at 10,860 something. That is the only glimmer of hope that I have. But as I say, after that deep bounce or deep cut, I'm expecting a small bounce. In case if the bounce continues further and goes to fill the gap, I can start breathing light. But if it reverses from there and comes down, it could be a bad market. It could be another Black Monday or Black Tuesday. So I will continue with my stance of what I told you last time. Please consider this market as sell on rise market. Please consider this market as sell on rise markets alone. So if you're buying TQQ or buying any calls, trade very carefully. You can use an uptick to sell TQQ or buy TQQ puts and trade it down. Or you could use the uptick and buy SQQ calls and let the market play in your favor. Clear?
Yep.
Any questions now? Do you want me to analyze any more indexes? We've done Nasdaq. I can do that for Dow Jones also.
I think, sir, I think SPX would be better because I don't see anyone trading with the Dow Jones.
SPX.
It's nowadays
SPY. Sorry,
SPY.
The second one.
SPY would be same as Nasdaq.
No, means this is
Almost
500. Yeah, similar.
almost similar charts. Clear? Monthly chart, clearly downtrend.
So since it has touched the lower Bollinger Band, do you see it taking support at lower Bollinger Band?
Yes, it is. I'm not going to deny that issue at all. It is taking support at the lower Bollinger Band. I'm not going to deny the issue at all. But the candle is what? What is the monthly candle giving you? What are the indicators talking about? Look at this indicator. Is there any chance of MACD going to reverse? No chance. They are not even converging. Look at CCI, clearly downtrend. Look at stochastic, clearly at the bottom, super trend, bottom. 20 moving average above the 8. You are at the 100-day moving, below the 100-day moving average. 100-day moving average is 382. You are at 368. This is the 100-day moving average, 382. You are at 368. Where do you see a line, a chance of recovery? This is on a monthly chart. Take this on a weekly chart. See the downtrend? See the way super trend is flattening? You are near the 200-day moving average on a weekly chart, exactly as Nasdaq was. But it has not yet tested that area. But it has tested this support of 362, which was also seen over here. 362 low, made here. So look at this line. Let me draw this line for you here. Look at this chart here. Resistance, support, and the support again worked over here. And this is again support here. Now, if this 362 breaks, what's stopping it to come to this level? $320, $330. Then that is our next support over here. 350 or 345. Next support is at 340, 345, and then somewhere over here at 325. If this breaks, expect these two levels down, SPY. And indicators are clearly going down. Look at stochastic, the way it's turned down. Weekly chart. Any chances of curving up? CCI, MACD, none at all. Check this out on a daily chart also if you want.
Sir,
So Vivek sir, before you change,
Yeah.
on the weekly chart, can you change 200 MA to 200 EMA?
Oh, all right. Let me add. Right, change it. I'll add.
sir, 360 was a June low as well, 360. So it took a support from 360. So if it retests the 360 again and make a double bottom, is there any chance to go back to upward? Like if we see 360, it was the third time to be tested after June.
Look, hypothetically speaking, yes. I'm not going to deny you that issue at all. One second. Let me just remove the drawings. Clear the drawings. Now your 200-day moving average is at the price at 367.
Yes. So this week on the weekly chart, it took support at 200 EMA.
It closed at 200 EMA.
Closed. Yeah.
And you know that the trend is down. And he has just touched the lower Bollinger Band. What gives you that confidence it's going to turn back so fast?
It could take support at that level because the 200
It could
EMA.
take support at that level. I'm not saying no, it could. That is why I said these are weekly support levels, so they are strong. And at the same time, I told you that the trend in this past so many weeks is also down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks of consecutive falling. Almost consecutive falling, except for this 4th week in between. And super trend has now turned flat, all this time. It has bounced and again bounced back. So one more dip and the super trend will also curve down. The rule is that if the super trend is turning flat, there is a possibility of a reversal happening to touch the super trend and turn upwards again. But that is a possibility. But your 6 weeks of falling at the 200-day EMA, 200-day SMA is just round the corner, just about $10 away. Look at your 8 curving down again, coming down on 20. Look at this portion of the moving averages. It is indicating still negative strength, negative bias. All I told you was because of that weekly support, the market is expected to hold back over there, consolidate. After the huge fall, it may give you a bounce back, but again continue falling. That is why it is a sell on rise. It's not buying on dips. It's selling on rise. Sorry being so negative an approach, but that is exactly what the markets are going to talk about. This is the weekly chart. Check it on daily chart if you want. Gap downs. Announce a dividend and still gap down. Announce a dividend and moved up. Here he announces a dividend and he goes down. Look at the super trend on a day chart. Any chances of flattening? Look at all your indicators.
Sir,
It was negative direction. Yes.
what I have observed from last few weeks, like last day we have a gap down opening. So whenever there is a gap down or gap up opening, the all indicator change suddenly. Like the super trend, it's currently not showing any way to reverse. But if there is any gap up opening, if pre-market is high and there is a gap up opening, you will see it will be flattened just in a first 30 minutes itself.
Yes, I agree. It will flatten out because he will expect the price to come up all the way to 387. That's $20 away. You expect this thing to move $20 in one day?
SPY? Yes, it
Yeah.
can. SPY
It,
can move
it,
$20.
I'm not
It
saying
has
it can't.
ATR of 8. So in a day, it can move $8 at max.
So 8 into 3, you're talking about 3 ATRs. Moving 3 ATRs to come and touch your support trend value. But look at the gap down. Let him first fill the gap. That is why I was telling you, it will go and fill the gap of 373. 373 or 374 is one ATR already done. Then it will again get a resistance and fall down back. That gap filling will be attempted on Monday or Tuesday. This gap filling of 373, 374 will be attempted on Monday or Tuesday. But that's it. It will get filled and again reversed. Look what happened in this on Thursday. It was a gap down. They tried to fill it out with a wick and it again went down. That is what they will try it here. Why will they try this here? Because you're on your 200-day moving average support, on a weekly support. Had that support not been there, you would have expected to go further down. But because it's a 200-day moving average weekly support, I'm expecting that to give you a small cushion. Now understand why that cushion will be given to you. That cushion will be given to you only to trap retailers, to trap small traders. Oh, we are turning around. Oh, the market is turning back. Yes. Who will buy? You expect the institutions to buy? No. Retailers like you and me may fall prey for it. Oh, wow. After this big fall, it's falling. It's a dead cat bounce. Institutions will use that bounce to sell and bring the market down further. The international news is not yet conducive for an uptick. Is not yet conducive for an uptick. And this has been shown to you on a monthly chart, weekly chart, daily chart, 4-hourly chart, 1-hourly chart. Only 1-hourly chart is giving you a slight glimmer of hope why you should go up on a 1-hourly chart just to fill the gap. I'm again repeating, we should look to only sell on rise. We did Dow Jones. Let's look at Dow. DJ, is this the one DJI or is it DOW?
DJI, I think DJI is fine.
DJI. Identical. Look at this day chart. Look at the support trend. No chance of recovery. Let's take monthly. In monthly, Dow Jones, being a longer duration, look at the way their 200 moving averages are. But look at this. You are at your support levels. If this breaks further and your support trend has just turned negative now, 1 month, this month. So your next support is at 26,919. That's another about 2,500 points below. After that, 24,500, 23,000, and then 20,500. I don't expect it to go all the way down here because this is where your 200-day moving average on Dow Jones is going to bail you out. This is where they're bailing you out. But on a monthly chart, look at the downtrend starting right from January 2022. 9 months of lower highs and lower lows, including this green candle, it's a lower high and a lower low. 9 months of a straight falling monthly basis. What gives you a glimmer of hope that things will turn on that fast? Monthly chart, weekly chart. You are at your moving averages of both 200 EMA and SMA. Right? Now look what can happen in the market. Look at this gap failing to be done. This gap, which is almost since November 2020, has not been filled in. 2 years, this gap has not been filled in. Why should this gap not get filled in now? 28,000. Why should 28,000 on Dow Jones not come in the next 2 weeks? Are you not so close to filling this gap up? This gap up has to get filled in. Why should this gap not get filled in? After all, you're falling for the last 9 months. Another 2 weeks of falling and this gap gets filled in. Let's go back and see, is there a gap in this 11-20-20? No, there is no gap here. Or looking at any gaps here to get filled in. No, sorry. Right? So weekly, this gap is out to get filled in. Check it out on a day chart. Super trend down, indicators down. You are below your recent lows. Check it out. You are below your recent lows on a day chart. Fresh lows have been tested and you are below them. Where do I see a support here? Anybody can see a support here? Now you realize this. Day chart, look at a super trend falling. Look at this. Clear? Any questions now on any scripts? Because I think this is already, indexes are already taken care of. The only glimmer of hope is that last 3 hours of trading, which made us feel confident that something might work out to close this gap here at 30,075. The retailers and then bring it down. And that is exactly what I'm expecting. A 500-point uptick either Monday or Tuesday, as a dead cat bounce and then fall further. But seems very difficult. But with Dow Jones, I don't expect them to go up by 400 points to close this gap. He's required to go up at least 400 points or 500 points, which I don't expect him to do. Not on Monday morning at least, not Dow Jones. In Nasdaq and SPY, the gaps were closer. Here it is not. Sorry, guys. That's the gloomish, bearish view that I can give you. That is my personal view. I hope and pray to God I'm wrong. For the sake of all of us, I hope and pray to God I'm wrong.
So Vivek has requested ES Mini. Vivek, ES Mini is same, would follow the same analysis as SPY.
Which one?
Thank you, Kamal.
Yeah.
Kamal,
Vivek
ES
has
Mini.
requested, which is
Yeah.
the futures of SPY,
Yeah.
of SPX index. Yes, Vivek, you're saying something?
Kamal, like the futures market, would it opens on Sunday, right? But it closes on Friday, I believe,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So Saturday it's off.
Yes. Even futures traders take rest on Saturday. So it opens at 6 p.m. on Sunday evening,
Yes.
and the cycle goes up to 5 p.m. next day. And it
Closes for 1 hour, and again, I mean, we should have discussed this before starting office. Well, this would have been perfect for us. Like, we have only 2 scripts. Do whatever in that.
Yes. And it trades
Yes.
up to 5 p.m. on Friday.
Uh-huh.
And, 3 weekends. And on 3rd Friday, it closes at 9:30, which is what Munir and myself were mentioning last week.
Okay.
So except the 3rd Friday, when it closes at 9:30, the rest days, it closes at 5 p.m. If you are holding options, close your position before 4 p.m.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
And Saturday is the day for you to decide the future, where you gonna go.
Yeah, man, this is because like we are doing the job, right? So basically, I felt like this is really a good opportunity for us to look. You don't have much to look, but also you can put all your thing. And I also wanted to share something. I think like I shared with Vivek, sir. This is totally different. I had found a script that puts a Renko overlay for your chart. Sir, like, were you able to explore on that? Like, is it useful or it's garbage? I don't know.
Well, I've not had a chance to actually dig into it and research it properly, but I did remember you talking about this chart. Why don't you share it over here? Let's see if we can.
So give me a minute.
Yeah,
I'll just
yeah, we can.
After that, after you.
Yeah, maybe we can take that offline.
Just share your chart again.
Yeah, I was saying we can take that offline. Now, if there are any questions from anyone for any of the stock analysis, we can take the analysis.
Kamal bhai, do we need to ask for the TQQ or it's a default function?
You need to explicitly ask because Vivek sir already covers NASDAQ.
I thought our
So
day
he
our
specifically
day
said Tesla.
our day doesn't complete without TQQ.
Yeah, we can go on TQQ analysis. Just I want to add one point to what Vivek Krishna had mentioned. Vivek, about ES. So what I would additionally say advantage is when market is to close, next day what will happen used to depend on how futures market traded. And there was a gap in analysis if you are trading for shorter intervals. But if you are trading in options and you are trading based on 15-minute or 1 hour chart, the analysis then it remains continuous except that 1 hour from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Yep. Yeah, man. Like, so
So that's
basically,
the additional
what-
advantage wherein you you can do your analysis on the 1 hour chart and have a continuous view of where the market would go.
yeah, man, definitely. This is honestly like once I started looking into futures only, I understood that it plays a crucial role, and we are all having full-time jobs, so looking into market after that, not during the time of job, would really help us.
Yeah,
see-
and at the same time, it's very risky. Like it can eat your $4 premium within a 15 minute or an hour. It's very
No,
risky.
I'm saying about futures options.
Yeah,
So
future
futures,
option.
yeah, futures options is less riskier, I feel, compared to stocks options, because in futures option, if you are trading with ES or MES, your multiplying factor is
50.
lesser. Your contract size for stocks and ETFs normally is 100, whereas for ES it is 50 and for MES it is 5. So that way if you are taking trade, your amount on the trade would be lesser because of the multiplying factor of the contract size.
Yes, Kamal,
Alright.
but if you look at the premium, it moves very fastly. Like you ever just if you are 100 points away or 50 points away from the current market price, and if it moved 10 or 20 points, premium where it goes. Like
Yeah,
last time you remember from $4 to 6 and then 12, then $49.
yeah, and that's also because of the index price,
Yeah.
because the index itself is currently 3,700. And
Yes.
that's why the premium movement happens based on the index movement, because index has ATR of $80.
Yes.
So that move could be way faster compared to TQQ or any smaller valued stock.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's just that up to now it has not worked in our favor. We need to keep on hunting so that we get
Yeah,
the
Kamal, I am testing one strategy and I am very hopeful it will be a great strategy to use. So I will share the results with you and we can discuss if there are any gaps.
Yeah, so in terms of strategy, what Vivek sir has taught using Heikin-Ashi Bollinger Band, keeping those simple strategies could also work. Just because we are trading with future options, the time decay is what we need to take care, and being in the right direction of the trade, that would help us to catch one of those moves.
Yeah.
And definitely it would be great to learn the strategy that you are testing, so we all can benefit.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks. Yes, sir. Sorry, we are stopping your Tesla analysis. Please go
No
ahead.
worry.
Hitesh
I
has
have done my
requested.
analysis on Tesla. All right. Hitesh has asked for Tesla, so let me just give you the monthly chart of Tesla. Hitesh, Tesla super trend turned bearish in the last 4 months. The trend is down. Current month candle is a clear hammer or a gravestone doji, whatever you call it. You can see this over here. The last candle is a hammer or a gravestone doji. This is a monthly chart, right? You are at your 200-day moving average at 208. 208.45. Now, when you look at a monthly chart, do you realize that where is the support going to be? If this is going to break this month, green month, which you saw in July, can act like your support at 222. So 222 for Tesla could be a good support zone. Why? Tested on 3 different monthly supports. Look at the low over here, 216. Look at the low 208. Look at the low 206. So 210 and 220 are a strong support, monthly support for Tesla. So the minute you get Tesla at 222 or 222 or 225, I will be a buyer of Tesla with a stop loss of 2,200. At 225 or 222, I'll be a buyer of Tesla with a stop of 200. That also happens to be my 208, also happens to be my 100 moving average support. Clear? This is on a monthly chart.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Thank you.
1 second, I'm not yet done. Convert this to a weekly chart. What is the support you're getting here? 211, 220. You realize this? Weekly giving you similar supports. So if this is a support, your first target is a support trend at 318. $100 run up immediately. You buy at your 220 levels, first target 318, because the price will come to touch the super trend on the upside. See this, it touched almost 1, 2, and trying to touch the third time. Weekly charts. Check it on day chart. 270. Support, failing which 250, failing which 220. And super trend on day chart has just turned bearish. And this is where you will buy. At 220 or 210 is where you will buy. Clear, guys? Hitesh, day chart done. Hourly chart if you want to trade for a short duration. Trade fall, don't expect anything. 270 or 265 is the first place I can look at support on an hourly chart. But that can easily come down. 265 is an easy downward trend because entire trend is coming down. Your price is below the VWAP. So it is weak. Below the VWAP on an hourly chart. It is weak. Very weak. So 210, 222, Tesla, goodbye for a target of 380. Or for a target of 320, sorry, 320. Hitesh, answers to you? Yes. Anybody else? Any more? Anything else? Any more requests or any more analysis? Oh, yes.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, NVIDIA.
Which one?
NVDA.
NVDA.
What an upside rejection, man.
Down tick. Money clearly down tick. Below 100-day moving average. This is the 100-day moving average. Your 20 moving average, 8 moving average, and you are below 100-day moving average. 100-day moving average within the Bollinger Band, 200-day moving average also wanting to come inside. Where are you? You are at your monthly supports. Below this, the next support level is only going to be at 69. That's 50% drawdown. I don't see anything on a monthly level. Conversely, let's check this on a weekly level. You are at your 200-day moving average. At your 200-day multiple support zones. See this? Multiple support zone at the same price. If this breaks, which it can, it's a weekly chart. MACD, CCI turning flat, stochastic still going down, super trend turning down, all indicators turning down. If this turns, Munir, where is the support? First support over here, 88. Next support, 73. 62. But if it, on a weekly chart, if it goes below the 200-day moving average, don't expect a recovery so fast. Kahan support? I can't see any support behind over here. At this point, where is the support? All the way till Jan I've gone through. I can see a support where? Somewhere over here. 1 year back or around that time. March 2021, 1.5 years back. So it is almost below its 52-week average or close to about 76-week average. No. Muni, I don't see, even on day chart, look at 200, look at 100, look at 20, look at 8, look at the super trend, look at the indicators. No chance. No chance. Though it is consolidating, but it is below its 76-week average. Very close to 76-week moving average. Which is why 200 is here, 100 is here, 20 is here, and 8 is here. And you don't see a repeat of any consolidation happening and going up. Look at this fall. This is a day chart falling from here also. 15th of August, a steady decline down. And super trend wanted to turn flattish, but has again turned down. So NVDA, bad. I mean, guys, with all of this, I can only expect bearish movement because I'm seeing everything bearish, bearish, bearish. And every person of repute is talking about the same thing, including the Feds are talking about the same thing. They're asking you very clearly to tighten your seatbelts. Inflation is trying to be brought under control. So there is no question of tapering your interest rates down. Currently, they haven't talked about enhancing interest rates. Let me tell you, today we are on September end. Possibly before December, you may have one more rate hike. Possibly before December, you may have one more rate hike. Get ready for that. I hope whatever I said in the last 1 hour is wrong and I'm proved wrong on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I genuinely want that to happen. But sorry, it doesn't seem that. Any questions, guys? Exhausting to be bringing in the bad news.
So I would say that's good heads up so that people don't get tempted to take long positions and then be stuck on negative positions.
Yes. At this point, all I can tell everybody, since you all are friends, people who I happen to know personally well now, do not take any long positions, or if you're taking long positions, take them with very strict stop losses and try and come whenever you see a little bit of profit, a green in your account, book your profits. Small profits are good, better than small losses. Small profits are better than small losses. Small profits are always better than big losses. Small profits are always better than no losses. So try and book your profits as well as soon as you can. Don't wait for big long targets. Try and keep booking them in small targets. That's all I can say. It's a sell on rise market. Don't expect anything better. Be a put buyer if you are trading options wherever you can. Do your analysis. Consult some financial advisors if you want to, but do it that way. At this point, cash will be king. Anybody holding cash is the king of the market. Good time if you're talking about legacy portfolio, start nibbling and try and build up your portfolio for long-term benefits alone. But be very, very selective on the stocks that you pick up. One good strategy of picking up stocks for short-term trades, which I've explained to all of you very frequently during your course schedules, is when the market falls so badly on any one day, look for any script which has turned or closed green on that day. If it is there with volume, if it is there with conviction, if it is there with a good Heikin-Ashi candle or a good candlestick pattern, take a trade on that counter or that company for a very short-term profits. Preferably only for a day or so. But whenever you see the market falling big way, look for candles or companies which are standing against the tide at that time and then trade them for short durations. Dig into it. Why is it standing like that? And then take a trade. Do your due diligence thoroughly well before taking a trade, because it's your profit, it's your money, it's your loss. Kamal and me can only speak and guide you, but it's your money, it's your profits. You are responsible for your own profits. You are responsible for your own capital. We can talk to you of ideas, nothing beyond. Market looks bearish as of right now. Yes. Anybody wants to add something? Anybody wants to speak? Anybody wants to request? Please feel free to unmute and ask.
Sir,
Yes, Munir.
if there is no
Yes.
request as a last stock, can we see just AMD? Because it's below the 52-week low and it's a very good ticker, but it's trading now due to this bearish market below 52-week.
What is the code?
AMD.
AMD.
Yeah.
Advanced Micro.
Yes. Mm.
68 and then 50. Monthly chart. 42. 58, 42. Weekly chart. Falling at the 200-day moving average. The first support is over here, 56. 58 and 56 is what we were telling you in the monthly chart. 56 is giving you weekly chart. Then support at 48 and then 37. Super trend turned flat, turned further down. You are at your 200-day moving average. 100 moving average at the top, 20 and 8 almost together, but above the price. Weekly chart. Day chart. This is the price currently. I don't find any support, at least not till March. So not even till June 21. So almost 1 year gone. The first I'm looking at is August or July, August 2020. It's at its 2-year low. This is the period where we were talking about, July, August 2020. It is at its 2-year low on a day chart. Munir,
Yes, sir.
any questions?
No,
You
sir.
want the hourly chart also?
Yeah, I think it's same like others. It may take a little bounce and then further dip.
Now, in the hourly chart, Munir, since you mentioned this, let me show this to you. Look at the 200-day moving average. How far is it above your Bollinger Band?
Yes.
The squeeze happened and the downward trend happened. Now, with this consolidation, do you expect it to go up or go down?
The consolidation is showing go down.
Exactly. This is consolidating to fall again. No signs of reversal at all. And this is an hourly chart. No signs of reversal. This last consolidation is primarily because that day market was consolidating around this time. But otherwise, no signs of consolidation. It is going to go further down. They are, I think, into what, microchips, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes.
Yes. No. No, I don't think so. Still no sign of recovery. I think we discussed this last week also, if I'm not mistaken.
No, sir. I think not.
No?
No, sir.
Maybe last week.
Yeah.
Discuss.
I remember discussing microchips sometime last week or around that
Oh,
time.
it was SOXS or SOXL.
Ah, but we were discussing microchips. I remember that.
Yeah, because it's also semiconductor.
So even if we were doing it 2 weeks back, it was over here. Yeah, it must have been over here. At 85, currently you are at 68, you're already $20 down in just 2 weeks. And you are at below your 52-week low, at the lowest ebb of 52-week low.
Yes.
No, sir, no chance. No chance. Today in the class, we did find one script which was expected to bounce. Kamal, what was the script we were talking about? I think...
GNRC.
Which one?
GNRC.
GNRC. Clear, guys? All down. Monthly trend. Weekly trend. Down.
Horrible.
Day trend down, but look at the last two candles. When the market was falling, he turned and gave me a Marubazo. Anybody realizes this? He gives a Marubazo. Look at this MACD curving up. Look at CCI curving up. Stochastic not in favor yet. So if we are expecting that small bounce to fill the gap, this on a day chart can go up to your 8 moving average 190 and then start falling down. Remember I told you guys, when the market falls, look for companies that are resilient. He was 3% up, 3.25% up on Friday. And even in the after hours, he's about 1% up.
Yeah,
so what would you buy it at? This price candle, high is 177, low is 167, average of the two is about 172. Buy it around 171, 172 for a quick target of 8 moving average of 189, 190 and come back out. If this is going to give you strength, this is the way it's going to give you that quick money and then you're out. Don't look for a target of 250, 255. It will never come. Look for this target only. Upper limit 195. It being a Marubazu, the recent low has been formed is this candle itself. The low is 167, stop loss 165, 164, buy price 172. So an $8 stop loss and a $16 profit. a quick trade. Be very careful of the stop losses. Be very careful when you reach a target. Don't get greedy to look for it touching the super trend. By the time it comes up here at 180, 85, super trend will turn flat and make you feel greedy. It will go up to the super trend level of 198, 200. Don't get greedy. Please take your profits, quick, small profits, and enjoy yourselves with the money. Don't share it with anybody but yourselves. But don't get greedy that it will turn up. Markets are not looking that way. All right, guys.
Yes, I think this was really deep, detailed analysis of what to expect in the coming weeks. And thank you, Vivek sir, for sharing the bearish perspective, which would help those trading options to take goods and those trading stocks and ETFs to hold on to cash to enter at a better level, which we can expect in about a month or a month and a half. So at this time, those who are planning to take trade in the coming week, as Vivek sir mentioned, I would just like to reiterate, book your profits at smaller percentage margins and take smaller positions and keep booking your profits. With the stocks and indexes that are covered in this session, if you have any other stocks that you would like to be analyzed, just we have 5 more minutes, we can cover that, or you can mention in our PMT, in our premium groups, where we can share our feedback. Is there any last stock that anyone has or request? Vivek sir, did we cover TQQ?
No, not yet. I'll do that.
Yes.
I'll do that.
Amal, how you are gonna sleep without analyzing TQQ?
Yes, Vivek sir has already covered NASDAQ, so I know what he is going to say.
I don't expect that from you. You are an expert on TQQ also, Munir.
No, sir. After looking at the ES, I am not following TQQ too much because I see ES is
trend,
more.
actually.
Yeah, it's a more charming and like.
Yes, Mini.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
When people are sleeping, you can make some money.
Acha.
But Munir, we need to get to a winning strategy there.
Yes, Kamal, we will definitely.
Yes.
We are trying hard. We are learning new things, and hopefully, within a next month, we will be on some conclusion. I am very hopeful about that.
TQQ, I can see it going on to 1670. At least.
Sir, but next week, should we expect some bounce back? Like I was checking on hourly, I think it was 2253 or something that I was looking
Yes,
at.
on an hourly chart, yes. If you look at the hourly chart, you will expect a bounce back. I'm not going to deny that issue at all. This gap will have to get filled in. So it will bounce back 2240. That's another $1 higher. But this bounce, Munir, if people will see this bounce, they will get excited that the market is reversing and they will start buying.
No, I just want to exit, sir. I am actually holding a call of 24. I just bought at the bottom and I am hoping little bounce up to 2250 to get exit.
2230, 2240 is the high possibility on Monday itself.
Yes.
on Monday itself, because if this continues, this could go up to this level of 22.30, 22.40. But that's it. Don't
Yeah.
expect 22.50, 22.70. It will not.
No, I am not, sir. I am just looking at this gap fill.
Just wait for this gap to get filled in. If it gets filled in at 22.30 and your profit, and even if you recover your principal, get out.
Yeah. Sir, if you remember last time, you asked me something to do, like something to test. That was a
Yes.
gap down opening.
Yes.
So what I have noticed, like last week we have a gap down opening on the Monday, I believe, and it was like a bullish day. In bullish day, if you are expecting some bullish movement and there is a gap down opening, there is a definitely good entry time for the options. So I took a SPY option just for the 15 minutes, and it gave me a more than 100% return within 15 30 first
Great.
30 minutes. But like yesterday, it was a clearly bearish trend. So the gap down was not helpful. I was just watching it.
Yes.
So it was not helpful. So if there is some bullish movement expected and there is a gap down, you can enter right away in the call and make some money within first hour. So that is my observation about gap up and gap down opening.
Good. Thank you. I think we have to work on that also, on finding a strategy of how to play on that aspect of our trading.
Yes.
That is just 15-minute trades.
Yeah, 15, 30 minute trade, not more than that.
It's a very short duration trade. For 15 minutes, how one can trade and make his money.
Yes. And SPY movement is good. Like in 15 minutes, it's go about $2 up, $2 and $2.50. So in terms of option premium, it's almost double within first 15 minutes, depending on the strike price you take.
Yes. What I had told Munir, and I'll share with the group, everybody here at the same time. Whenever you see a major gap down or a gap up, whenever you see a major gap up or a gap down movement expected in the pre-markets, you will take the opposite of that direction. The condition is the option price should move out of the lower or the upper Bollinger Band. If the price goes below the lower Bollinger Band on the opening call, within the first 2 minutes, you have to buy that call. If it goes down, if it's a gap down, and the option price of the call goes below the lower Bollinger Band or outside the lower Bollinger Band, within the first 2 minutes, you will buy that call. And in the next few minutes, that's about 5 to 7 minutes, the price will get pulled into the Bollinger Band. Either the price will rise or it will get pulled into the Bollinger Band. Either way, your option will give you a quick money. But don't expect to wait for long targets in this. The time duration of this entire trade is in the first 12 to 15 minutes alone, not beyond that. So whenever you see a gap down, take an ATM call, because an ATM or at the money call will open gap down, and most probably it will be out of the lower Bollinger Band. You will buy it within the first 2 minutes of opening, and you will close it also within the next 10 minutes of the trade. Quite the reverse, if it's a gap up opening, if the pre-open is showing you a gap up, you enter at the money put, because that will be out of the Bollinger Band. And then trade it accordingly. If it's a gap up, you buy the put. If it's a gap down, you buy a call and then wait for that Bollinger Band squeeze or Bollinger Band price to be pulled in. And that is a small trade which one can take. So this is specifically for those of you who have done options, who understand how option movement will take place. So option movement, clubbing it with Bollinger Band rules and regulations, you can take this quick trade. All right. Anybody else? Any more observations? Any more thoughts? Any more suggestions?
This is good, and we can pause it here. Unless anyone has any question which we can take after this stream.
All right. No, you're suddenly very, very feeble in your voice. That's the reason why I could not hear you clearly.
Yeah, I was saying we can pause here, and
yes,
if anyone has any question, we can take after the stream ends. And with that, we would like to thank everyone for joining the analysis session, and hope you all plan your trades based on what Sir has shared in the analysis. Be bearish, book your profits sooner, small profits, and being on cash is not a issue. That's a good strategy in this market based on the analysis which Sir has shared. With that, hope you all make good profits. Please do share your analysis in the group. For the upcoming batch, we will be starting our next trading batch in the first weekend of the next month on October 8th. So if
thank you,
anyone is
everybody.
interested, yes, please feel free to share our GMT website, and we would be happy to help for those who would like to learn from the batch. With that, thank you all, and we'll see you in the next analysis session next week.